Hey, it's day 11 of 21 Days of Prayer, and I'm glad you could join me for today's 2-minute message. You know, there have been some great partnerships all throughout history. Think about it. Woody had Buzz, Fred Flintstone had Barney Rubble, Lucy had Ricky, Batman had Robin, Laverne had Shirley, Zach had Screech for you Saved by the Bell fans, Jordan had Pimpin, Simon had Garfunkel, Sonny had Cher, Lloyd had Harry, Dumb and Dumber, Cheech had Chong, Ben had Jerry. And when you think of Solomon, you know, Solomon in the Old Testament, the guy who wrote the book of Ecclesiastes, Solomon had... Oh yeah, it's kind of a mystery, isn't it? Because he was actually a Lone Ranger. Now, he had 700 wives and 300 concubines, so there wasn't really a shortage of relationships in his life, but there was not really one person that he depended on. Let me ask you, outside of your own family or maybe a spouse, who do you have in your life? Who would you call at 3 a.m. in a crisis? Who could you call when you're really in need? Many of you know Mike Bro as a teaching pastor, but for over 30 years, I've known Mike Bro as one of my best friends. Mike gave me all kinds of advice back in the day when I was dating Barbara and figuring out whether I should marry her or not. And he said, go for it. And I'm so glad he did. Mike performed our wedding. Actually, over the past 30 years, I can't think of one major life decision I've made without his wisdom. While Barney had Fred, Batman had Robin, Bonnie had Clyde, for over 30 years, I've had Mike as a friend, a brother, an encourager, and a source of wisdom in my life. Who do you have? Who could you have if you invested a little more in that relationship? I'll bet if you looked around, it's closer than you think. Why don't you invest a couple of minutes diving deeper right now in the prayer guide? I'll see you again tomorrow for another 2-minute message.